one of our, most important parts of meditation is getting set up so we can be comfortable, to feel supported, to relax into stillness without kind of letting the whole practice be about that, any kind of struggle. I think it's also one reason why it can be so helpful to meditate right after, an asana practice like this. And of course, while you're practicing, if you need to shift your position or come to a chair or whatever, then don't hesitate to do it. Take some deep breaths. Perhaps slowing the exhalations. And sense through your body, noticing how you are in your body right now. And also moving your awareness down through your body so that as you're sensing your body, you're going in the direction of grounding down toward the hips, the base, the feet, the floor. Each exhalation supports you to soften and also to drop the locus of awareness down just a little bit toward the ground and toward Mother Earth, honoring or even bowing to that connection of our bodies and Mother Earth together, connected. Notice how that is for you. Bring your awareness down through the floor toward the soil beneath the floor, beneath the home that you're in. As you, in your intention or within your active imagination, you make contact with that soil beneath the home or the building that you're in, you can start to let your awareness spread out down through the soil, through the earth, just kind of sensing earth and nature. Perhaps your yard or the garden around you, or places in nature that are nearby your home. In your own way, feel or see or imagine or sense this grounding and this connection with nature, the beauty of nature. Perhaps we can also sense the way nature connects us. The ground between and beneath my home and the ground beneath your home are connected to each other. So somehow through our roots, through nature, we are connected. Now I invite you to notice your breath, just how your breath is moving in your body in this moment. And then in your own way, connect to your essence or your spirit. Maybe you do that through your heart center, or maybe you do that through your crown center or the space above the crown of your head. But in your own way, I invite you to make a connection with your essence, your spirit, or the divine. You might do it through prayer or through light or in some other way. And then perhaps we can sense how, as we connect with our essences and spirit and the divine, how this is a way that we are connected with each other as well. Essence to essence, connected through spirit, through the divine, with one another. And I invite you to return to your breath. Just notice how your breath is moving within your body. And perhaps we can sense our bodies now within these bigger fields of nature, which connects us, and spirit, which connects us. And in this context of support, I'll bring us to connect with some core emotions and the intent of the emotion, just to bring together, to explore into our field. And the first emotion, just for half minute or a minute, I invite you to wonder about or to sit with is sadness or grief. Such a natural human emotion. In a way, an expression of love and connection. Just in your own way, in a friendly way. Allow yourself to feel your breath, the beauty of nature, the beauty of spirit, and at the same time, the human emotion of sadness or grief and its intention toward love and connection. There's a way in which, as we explore the emotions, you're in charge of the volume. You can always focus a little more on nature or a little more on spirit and a little less on the emotion. You can kind of play with how do we regulate here. And the next emotion I invite you to connect with is fear. And the impulse of fear as an emotion of protection. So also an expression of love. Just to breathe, connected to nature, the ground. Allow fear and the beauty of fear as an impulse of protection and love, beauty of fear to be present in a friendly way right now. Connecting with the breath. Now let's set an intention to connect with the emotion of anger, as well as the impulse of anger toward justice, also a form of protection, an expression of love in that way toward justice or equity or protection, valuing. And again, notice how you might want or need to regulate and maybe sense more grounding or more spaciousness and light of spirit at the same time we're presencing anger. And I invite you to breathe, and now let's presence joy. Setting an intention to bring in joy and happiness and connecting with joy and happiness perhaps as a fulfillment of love or a fulfillment or a celebration of love in some way. And just like with any of the emotions, as we have an intention to connect with joy, we might also want to bring that, connect that with our sense of grounding in nature, joy into our sense of spirit or the divine. Joy and the breath in and out. Feeling our bodies and breath, our grounding through the hips or feet, our expansion up towards sky, spaciousness, light. Now let's set an intention to drop into or rest into the heart space and the intention to connect with love. And feel free to explore how you do that. Maybe it's as simple as setting that intention, or maybe it's a prayer, or someone that you love, or a memory of love, or whatever it is, just to breathe and be present with the intention to connect with the love that dwells within each of us. Gently feel the breath, perhaps deepen the breathing a little bit. And find a little movement, or maybe the shoulders, the neck wiggle, just starting to gently come back. And take a moment to ground in your space, maybe looking around your room, or finding something that you like in your space, maybe a color or your yoga mat, or Great. And then we can connect with each other and finish.